Hey everybody, it's Aaron here from thecompletedrummer.com, here today to give you a lesson on doing buzz rolls. So if you've never done a buzz roll before, it's this. If you don't know what it's called maybe, sometimes it's called the press roll, the multiple bounce roll. It's where you're getting multiple sounds from each stick, not just two, like in the double stroke, or even three in the triple stroke. But an undetermined number is somewhere between 8 and 10 for the most part. So where this comes from is if you take the natural rebound of the stick and you just drop the stick and see what happens. I'm not stopping it at all. And you can do it like this too if you want. But you'll notice at the end it goes into a little buzz. Right here. So what we're learning to do is just to control that sound and make it happen whenever we want it. So once you get that idea, we're just going to push it in and allow it to continuously rebound. A few other little tips that I'm doing is I push in harder at the end to get it to start the buzz right away, and I loosen up. I don't apply as much pressure as it goes on to get it to continue bouncing, because if you keep applying that amount of pressure, it dies out. Whereas if you let it looser, it lasts longer. I'm also dragging the stick. It helps extend it just a little bit more. And when you're playing on a drum, it really allows the sound to fill out, because then you're not just getting the dead sound in the center of the drum, because there's a nodal point there. If you notice, when you hit your drum on the edge, it rings a little bit more. This helps it fill out more, because when we're playing a buzz roll, the purpose of it really is to, like on a trumpet, you can play a long note, ba, or a short note, bop. On the drum, every time we hit it, it's going to be a short note. So the buzz is to help extend it and make it be like a sustained tone. And when you use the full surface area of the drum head, it uses more tones and it makes it ring more and it fills itself out. So one other thing you want to watch out for is that, like when we were dropping the stick and it has the single notes at the beginning of it, make sure that your buzzes don't sound like that. Hear how there's a tap buzz, or tap buzz. It needs to go right into the buzz. Otherwise it's going to sound lumpy. Yeah, that's not what we want. Okay. So, to get good at the buzzes, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to let each one go until it totally dies out. And what we're doing here is we're trying to stretch them out and make them as long as possible, because the longer each one is, the more full your roll is going to be. Because when you're doing this, they overlap a little bit. It's not just going back and forth. We need them nice and long so that they can overlap and keep that tone sustained. So once you start to get long, solid buzzes, you can start speeding it up. Let them overlap a little bit. And you don't have to play a super fast buzz roll for it to actually keep the tone sustained. It doesn't have to be That's why we're doing this exercise of stretching it out, because it's going to allow you to play at a speed like this and have it be smooth and sustained and even. Not necessary. So as you get better at this, just gradually speed it up and speed it up and speed it up. Until you get that sustained, even tone. It's always good to go back. Like, I like doing this in between my warm-ups. Like, say I'm doing the Stone Killers exercise from the Master Studies book by Joe Morello. It's just 4 on a hand. 4 on a hand, not 3. And then 8. And then 12. And then 16. And you do each one of those 50 times. But like when I take a break in between doing those, especially if I'm pushing my speed and even if I'm doing anything where I find myself getting tense, I'll go to this and just focus on staying loose with it. It's a good in-between exercise, something you can always be working on. Because we can always make that roll sound a little better. Alright, I hope that helped. I hope your buzz rolls are nice and smooth and even, but you at least have the tools to help to make them that way now. So happy drumming to you, and peace.